This is day 23 of my visibility series where I am trying to become a known public figure for young people while actively getting over my fear of being seen. I said yesterday that I was going to get some footage of me writing, but it was so boring. I'm so serious. I got my rough draft back, which is deeply overwhelming because I had almost like a year and a half to do the first draft. And then they gave me like maybe a month and a half to do the revisions. So sometimes when I get super overwhelmed by things, I will just procrastinate. It's not something that just I do, it's like a human thing that happens. But I was procrastinating a lot on this one because when I opened it up, there was just so many edits that I just didn't really know how to process. But what I started doing this week was just going and doing superficial edits. So, like adding a comma or replacing a comma or adding a parentheses or like changing a font style and things like that. And it got rid of so many different editing notes. So, I'm so grateful. I've basically been doing like 45 to 60 minutes a day of just like superficial edits. And then in a couple of weeks, when my mom comes down, we're going to work on restructuring the flow and all of those things. So I'm super excited about it. If I hadn't said it before, my mom is my co-author for this book. And the reason I did that is because my mom, one, is like the first person I think of when it comes to how I want to treat young people. One thing that I was very lucky about in my life was that I always had unconditional love. So even when my mom was super mad at me or I would make mistakes, she still loved me, and I knew that. And that's one of the biggest things I took into my teaching is like unconditional care for kids. I don't care how much you're messing up. I don't care how angry you are. I don't care like how sad you feel. I care about you. You're like, it's never, you can't do anything that's going to take that away. So my mom helped with that. She was also a teacher for like 20 plus years. She taught German, so ich kann Deutsch sprechen ein bisschen. But yeah, she also really wanted to have a book. That was always a dream of hers. And, you know, I'm still like pretty young in terms of my career, and there's lots of opportunities for me to have books. But, you know, she's getting older and I want to make sure that she sees that dream come true. So we have pre-orders available on Barnes and Nobles, which is amazing. But it's really cool just to see her name on a book. I mean, it's cool to see my name too, but I think that that's a big part for me. So tomorrow I'm just going to keep doing my editing. I also have a couple of calls with some schools that want me to come do a week-long program. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that tomorrow.